Okay, so this is drills E. So this is what we've been doing on the no-gi classes for the last week or so. So we're going to start with the shin to shin into the single leg X. Okay, so he starts with his feet together for now. Okay, so line up. So I'm going to come in to here. I go to push, move this one back. So I go to push him to sweep him, and he survives it. Okay, so I grip the same side leg. I have shin to shin guard. I scoot, drop to the side. Single leg X. Okay, so this is my single leg X position. So from here, I open my knees, stay high, and clamp. Okay, my heel stays on his hip, and I'm going to turn his knee out to get the sweep. Okay, we have ankle locks here that we can finish, but the main thing that we do once we've swept the guy is that we get up on top. Okay, so in the gi, I can pull him into me, make sure I'm tucking my elbows so there's no straight arm locks there. I do my technical get up, and I'm on top ready to pass guard again. Okay? So again, I come in, I look for my idiot sweep, he survives it. I go shin to shin guard, lift, kick through. I allow my knees to come nice and high, clamp. At the minute I'm wrapping because I want the ankle lock as soon as we land. If I'm struggling to sweep him because his foot's coming out or his heel's coming out, I use my elbow on top to tuck the heel and then sweep him out here. Okay, I haven't got the ankle lock anymore, but we can still do the get up and finish the sweep. So I can grab the lapel here. If it was no-gi, I wouldn't grab the head here, okay, just because of the inverted arm locks from here. I'll go to the hip. Okay, so I can tuck the hip here, keeps my my elbow nice and hidden. Technical get up, back to standing, and I'm in the guard ready to pass again. Okay? So that was the first technique. So the second one, we're going to start in side control this time. So we're here, I'm going to engage my frames to begin with. I'm going to bridge, shrimp to make space, underhook, and then I use this underhook with bicep to push him and move down the body here. Okay, he's going to overhook because as I come up, I keep my head down, I come to my knees. He doesn't want me to get behind him. Okay, so the overhook stops me from getting behind him. So from here, I drop my hand down to his ankle, drop to the far knee, and I'm going to drive him forwards. Okay, we can go straight into passes from here as well. And I'll reverse the position from me being on the side control to him on the side control. So again, I'm framing here. So not this, okay, if you put shoulder pressure in, it's going to be really hard for me to bridge and move and escape. I engage, bridge, move away to create the space. I could try and get my shin in here to get back to guard. I'm going to go for my underhook and try and get to my knees. So I hit with my bicep to move him, head down, he takes the overhook, that stops me getting behind him. So I drop to the far leg here, and rather than pulling it, I just drive over my block to his knee and his ankle. Okay, and get him into side control myself. Okay, so the third one, I have half guard. So we're going to start with the knee shield. I frame against his shoulder and his wrist. This stops him putting pressure on me here, okay? I'm going to attack the Kimura, so I've got the wrist already. I let my knee shield come out as I sit up, over the top, and I get to my Kimura position. But what I'm going to do is keep my thumbs in. Okay, so thumbs tucked in, hook grips, get to the Kimura. The next thing is that I pinch the elbow down as I bring him back, and I scoop my hips underneath, so I go almost flat. But I have to make sure that I ride this wave. He's going to try and boot his arm out to here, so as he goes to do it, I just keep it nice and tight here. So the first sweep that we do from here is he's going to hide his hand, okay? If he didn't do that, okay, just lets it go loose, I take it out and I finish the submission at the back, okay? So he holds onto his hip, so as I go to finish, it's difficult. But he's made a handle now, so I bridge, extend, and I get the sweep. Okay, from here, I just come back up on top, and I've still got the Kimura position. Okay? So it goes back on top, same position. So we're here, I set for the submission, I'm trying to submit him, it's not working. I go for the sweep. This time, as I go to sweep him, he drives back into me. I make him fight, 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 and the more he fights, I change direction, I end up on top, and again I've got the Kimura still. He has the half guard on me, so I can use this to pass, and I look to finish from here. Okay? I go down and I'm out. So I put it on this side. So we're going to attack the back from the mount position. So from here, I look to attack his forearm. I straighten my arms and I use all my weight to try and get his hand away from his body. If he stayed there and the hand comes away, I attack the Americana submission. Okay? He doesn't want that to happen. So as I drive it down, he turns into it to protect it. I scoot up to this position here. Okay? So this is our modified mount position. Okay? So my heel comes up into his hip, knee behind the head. From here, I keep my chest behind his shoulder and I go from attacking the bottom arm to the top arm now. Okay? So arm comes underneath, grabs the wrist, other one underneath his armpit, grabs my wrist, and we have the Kimura position again. From here, my knee drives up nice and high into his neck. I take my foot, tuck it inside, and I roll him to the opposite side. Okay, from here we can go straight into body locks, and then we can attack our chokes. We have other options as well to stay high and attack arm locks. So again, I tap the arm, he turns in. Straight away I move into this position. If I don't do that, he's going to do that mount we did earlier. That mount escape we did earlier. Okay, so let's go again. So I move to here. If he tries to grab it now, it's really difficult for him. Okay, it's not there for him to grab between his legs. I keep my chest low, grab the Kimura position here, knee behind the neck, roll over my ankle, all the way to the other side, body lock, and I can attack the position from here. Okay. Okay, so the fifth move, old school sweep from here, okay? So just move around as well, Aaron, yeah, so you can see what I'm doing. So from here, he's trying to drive up above me, I underhook, get underneath him. From here, this hand comes underneath, grabs the ankle, and I pass the toes into my opposite hand. Okay, so I come underneath his butt, grab the toes here. I don't grab it with a C grip, I hook over the top. Here. That's the first thing I do. Second thing, my outside leg comes over, I drag his leg, and that allows me to undo my legs without letting go of his leg. Okay, that's the second thing. Third thing, head down, elbow tucked in, drive to my knees. He's still overhooking to stop me from taking the back. From here, rather than driving into him, I'm going to try and use my circular movement to drop him for the sweep. So if I drive into him, he spreads his knees, and it becomes a battle of strength. Okay, I take the back leg here, I circle it away, and I get the sweep no matter how hard he tries to push into it. Okay? So again, he's driving into me. I take my underhook, get rid of my knee shield, I'm nice and low. I grab hold of the ankle, pass it into my other hand below his buttocks, drag his leg, head down, elbow tucked in, turn to my knees. He's overhooking to stop it. I just circle, 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 drag his leg with me. It takes away his base, and I'm on top, and I have the sweep. Okay? And the last move, and the sixth that we did for no-gi, we're going to start from the butterfly position here. I'm looking to scoot in, get my underhook, and keep my head position in here. I go over the top of his shoulder, and before I fall back, I get my gable grip on top here. As we drop back, I put my foot onto the hip, to here, and I keep my head pinched to his arm. I'm nice and tight on this now, okay? Really squeeze into his shoulder. From here, I extend away. I slide my neck to the end of his wrist, and I'm driving my forearm along his tricep. The closer it gets to his elbow, it extends his arm, and eventually he taps. Okay, but we're also putting a lot of pressure onto the shoulder, and really straightening out the arm as we get towards the elbow. So again, a lot of the time I start over the hands, drive underneath, get my underhook, head positioning, hands together. As I fall back, foot to the hip, I keep this pinch. Sometimes because my arms are long, instead of having gable grip, I just move it down and close up that space with a butterfly grip. So I go from here to here and really pinch this in. My head is pinched up high, so I'm funneling the arm into my shoulders, the space between my shoulder and my neck. I push him away, allow the wrist to come to my neck here, and I get the tap. Okay, that's our 6 moves that we've done in no-gi for the last couple of weeks. That is drills E.